Landlord was an asterisk every time an issue occurred in my apartment, so I bend the rules a bit. This happened about a year ago, and I no longer live in this apartment. Back in CA, my wife and I rented a nice apartment. It had some new features and the monthly rent was a bit expensive, but we felt that it was the better option we had at the time, and CA is just generally expensive. My landlord was a retired old man who makes his income through this apartment complex. He was nice when we first met and when we signed papers. On the first day, he told us that if we had any issues, we needed to call him first and he would handle it because he'd rather have himself or his workers do it. In the first few weeks, we noticed the blinds were missing and we asked for the missing pieces. He happily obliged and gave it us. Then, after a few days, we noticed the blinds were falling off, so we asked for more pieces. He then started getting rude and said that he'll charge us if we ask again, so we let that go. Next, we noticed one of the electrical outlets wasn't working. We informed him about this. He got grumpy and didn't believe us. We insisted and he sent his worker, but his worker also said the outlet worked. However, when I plugged in a lamp, it still didn't work. They never tested the outlet by plugging anything in it, but I let that go because he just rudely kept telling us it did. So, I don't use that outlet. The last straw was our upstairs neighbor. She complained about our noise level, but it was over the most ridiculous things like hearing the door open or hearing the cabinets and closets open. We don't slam anything or walk heavily. Our landlord took her side. In the end, the neighbor tried to make our living miserable by blasting music the whole day and leaving her dog alone to also bark nonstop. Our landlord still took her side and basically ignored us. We were ready to leave once our lease was up, but I wanted to do something to get back at him before we left. Cue the laundry room. There's a nearby laundry room in the apartment complex. Washer and dryer were $3.50 and $3 per load. In the first few months, I was playing around with the washer and dryer because I was figuring out how to use it. The settings changed to Spanish and somehow, I was able to bypass the payment method. So basically, I could get laundry done for free. I didn't do it because I didn't want to do that to our landlord. But after 6 months in, where we experienced our landlord's true attitude and treatment, there were many others that I haven't mentioned. I bypassed the laundry payment for the rest of the 7 months we lived there before leaving. On average, I did 3 loads of clothing laundry per week. That doesn't include our bed sheets, washable shoes, plushies. I have a room's worth. That also doesn't include my friend's laundry too. I had some friends stay over a few days, so I did more than just 3 loads a week. Anyway, I did all of that for 7 months. I hope he lost quite a bit of money and paid more in electricity. When I left, I contemplated if I should relay this hack to the other tenants, but I wasn't close enough to the other tenants to make sure this didn't come back to bite me. It was a good run, nevertheless.